Good afternoon. Today is July the 6th. I'm just doing a little walk through my muscadine patch here. We're looking at Pam right now. Got quite a few grapes on the Pam. Next we'll be moving into a late fry. For some reason the late fry is really thick this year. I've got several vines of late fry and all of them seem to be loaded up quite well. I wrestle with whether or not I need to thin them, but looking at all my vines and they appear to be really loaded up, so I don't think I've seen them this loaded before. I have had some issues with black rot. I've been kind of wrestling with it. This is a Darlene. You see it's got a few grapes on it. All of these vines that we're looking at right now, this is the second year that they've been in the ground, so they look like they're doing fairly well. And Darlene has really got a lot of growth on it. Being the second year, though, I don't have a whole lot of grapes, but what grapes are on it are pretty good size. You see there. I've been spraying or treating for the black rot using Immunox and also Captan. This is a late fry. You can see it is just loaded with grapes everywhere. Once again, I worry about it being overloaded. Last year the hurricane broke all the tendrils. We had probably, guessing, 120 mile per hour plus winds where I'm located. I live about an hour north of Panama City. This is a Summit. I've been experimenting with a variety of different grapes to see which one is going to do the best. It looks like, from what I'm seeing so far, most of the varieties are doing well. I'm thankful and kind of feel blessed that that's happening. And last, at the end of this row, we've got a Southern Home. Looks like some of the grapes on it are beginning to turn. Still got a lot of blooms forming, a lot of thick growth. All of the vines here, you can actually see possibly where the tendrils were broken where the hurricane blew them loose from the wire. I temporarily made some little devices here to kind of bind them until the new tendrils grabbed hold. This is a fry. Actually, I'm sorry, it's a late fry. Once again, it is loaded up too. All of the late fry are really loaded. You can see on this vine where the hurricane Just broke it off. It looks like it's healing rather nicely, but I've got to catch another limb for cordon, I guess. This grape is going to be a delicious. You can see it's beginning to turn. Loaded up quite heavily. Like the mockingbirds are moving into the neighborhood. And it is about time to spray again, it looks like, with some Cap-10. I've been trying. You only use like 2 cycles of a particular variety of fungicide for swap out, then alternating between Immunox and Cap-10. This is a delicious. This is my oldest vine here. This is a, oops, I take that back. This is another delicious. I believe this is a Pam. Once again, the summer's been quiet. Now we got a southern home. Got a few grapes on it. This is the lane that it's in its second year. It looks like it's about to be ready. We have been sampling a few of these. They are quite tasty. Not sweet, completely sweet yet. I don't think they're fully ripe, but the taste, they are tasty. I am having a little bit of an issue with birds. You see that. You can see where they've been pecking on them. Mr. Mockingbird, I think. Got a jumbo. Quite a few grapes on it. It's been really hot. We've had a shortage of rain, so I've been watering quite a bit with our drip irrigation. This is a Coward. It's in its second year. It did have a few blooms, but it does not have a single grape on it, so I don't know exactly what the deal is with that, but no grapes. And another jumbo. It's starting to get ripe. This is a fry seedless. You can see it's got blooms on it. Also got little grapes. And we've got grapes down in the midst of it that looks like they're approaching maturity. Starting to change to a pinkish color. We have sampled a few and they're tasting quite good. Just not very large. More blooms on it. Blooms everywhere actually. And there's Mr. Mockingbird sitting on top of the fence post. Checking out stuff. And this is another late fry, and you can see it's rather loaded too. Quite large clusters. Whoops, I see Mr. Wasp in there too, see him? Have to find some way to get rid of him. Already been wrestling with a wasp on the fig trees. This week I got stung 3 times, so I had to give them a night visitation. Right. This is a Carlos. It's loaded up pretty good. The next one is a fry. He got broke off by the hurricane also. You can see it kind of damaged it. Just the winds. The winds are rather rough. But it looks like it's healing nicely. And the fry is just loaded up too. I am a little concerned about how much Mr. Stinkbug. Looks like I may need to have some preventive measures for him also. Anyway, I am a little concerned about how much fruit I've got and overcropping. This is a noble. This is the oldest vine I have. It's a Southland. And it's starting to get a little color. Of course, it's all loaded up with fruit also. Once again, they have issues with overcropping. This vine here that I'm looking at now is probably 20 years old. And it's been cut back and manipulated and regrown so many different ways through the years, but it is still a good producer. Southland. All right, folks, that gives us a little bit of view of what we have going on out in our Muscadine area. Little patch. hopefully we'll see some good results from the Muscadines this year. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Bye.